Is your life lackluster? Do you feel as if time is fleeting? You may have a spontaneity deficiency. As a non-certified doctor, I'll give you 3 prescriptions. Number 1, tweak one thing from your routine. Don't get that vanilla latte and the bagel that you always get at that one Starbucks. Get the iced mocha in a sandwich. If that example was way too specific, it's because it applies to me. There was a time when I went to the same cafe every day and got the same menu. That made my weeks and months all blurred together into one time blob. But I decided to change things up and start getting new menus from the same place. This might kind of sound like an exaggeration, but every time I got a different menu, I felt like I was in a clearer headspace. Anyway, this isn't just limited to foods. Just tweak something from your routine and you still get that same structure of having a routine without having to feel like you're reliving yesterday. Think of it as cooking. You use the same type of meat, but you season it a little different every day. Number 2, go somewhere that you usually wouldn't go to alone. If something like an art exhibition bores you without having someone to constantly talk to, then go to an art exhibition and see how it feels like going there alone. I used to be terrified of watching movies alone, and I remember sometime last year I went to the movie theaters all by myself to go watch a movie. It was one of the first movies that I've ever watched alone, which was Pulp Fiction, a re-release of that. But I still remember that experience to this day because of how novel it was, and to be honest, it was quite uncomfortable. I remember feeling like everybody was staring at me when they obviously weren't. But sometimes you have to do something new and or uncomfortable to make new memories and to make it seem like time is going by slower. Alright, for the last one, when all else fails, adopt a spontaneous human. During my gap year, I adopted my older sister. Well, actually, she adopted me. The year did go by pretty quickly, but some of the core memories that I have during that time period was the spontaneous things that I did with her. I remember this one time, my sister and I were just sitting on the couch and she was like, "Do you want to go on a trip somewhere?" And right then and there, we bought a package tour to Malaysia and left 2 days after. Hands down, one of the best trips I've ever been on. Another core memory I have is going out at night pretty often. I think at least half of my nights out were because my sister was bored at like 10 p.m. on a weekday and she decided to take me out with her. Once again, I had the best time. And here's why time goes by faster as we get older. A study done by the University of Michigan states that our brains lump time together when the days or weeks are similar. So for an 80-year-old who largely does the same thing every day, the year is going to blend together in their mind and feel like it went by quickly. The new and exciting things in a day are what make the days and months feel different and thus set them apart in our minds. So go outside and do something new and exciting. These are my 3 prescriptions for anybody who feels like life is going by way too fast, or if your days feel like clones of the last. Alright, today was the end of day 30 and I will see you tomorrow. Take care.